Wings have drawn the Boston Bruins in the first round, and they're getting kind of a break. The hockey playoffs start Wednesday. Game 1 of the Wings-Bruins series not till Friday. How much of an advantage is that for those Wings trying to heal up?
Well, I think it's a huge advantage, especially for somebody like Pavel, who just kind of got back late in the season. It gives Zetterberg a couple extra days. I don't think you'll see him for a while yet, but it gives him a chance to get a little bit healthier. And, there's always, it's a long season. There's guys in there that are banged up. So, it helps both sides.
Now, the Red Wings took 3 of 4 against the Bruins this year in the regular season. That's just regular season, postseason, 7-game series could mean a lot of different outcomes. But what do you think, from your trained eye, from your experienced eye, what did you see in those games and in their interactions so far that make you think the Wings got a chance?
Well, obviously they got to have a little bit of confidence. They won 3 of 4. Boston plays a completely different style than what Detroit plays. Detroit plays well, I guess I shouldn't say that. They both play a puck possession game, but Boston is big and strong and physical. The Red Wings do not want to get caught up in that. And I think if the Red Wings can play with the puck a little bit more, maybe they'll draw some of those Boston guys into taking some penalties. I think the special teams is going to be huge. I think whoever wins the special teams in this series is going to win the series.
And this is a Red Wing team with pretty much the same faces as last year, the team that almost took out the eventual champions. So we know they're capable of playing. I'd heard really that this was the wild card team that nobody wanted to see, and now that's the situation Boston has to face.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wanted to play Detroit for a good reason. They have a lot of guys that have been there before. They know they can beat anybody in the league. They have good goaltending, and from top to bottom, when they're healthy, they can beat anybody. So I think playing a team like Boston, like I said, they have to stay out of the penalty box. They can't give going into Boston, they have to find a way to win one hockey game. That's all they have to win, and they got to take care of business at home. But it's going to be interesting. I'm seeing they're 2 different style of teams, and it's going to be fun to watch.
And now we're going to stress on the fact that this is the Wings' first postseason in the Eastern Conference. They spent years logging the miles in the airplanes, flying out to California, flying out to Colorado, whatever they had to do, really. And those were just the first few weeks of the playoffs. And now, presumably, Boston isn't anywhere near Detroit, but it's presumably a little bit closer. What's now this shift to the East? How is this really going to help them make things easier travel-wise and hopefully performance-wise?
Well, you don't have to leave your time zone, which is huge. In the past years, you're going to San Jose, you're going to Anaheim. Those time zones back and forth really affect you, especially if you go 7 games. And sometimes that affects you in the next series. It doesn't affect you nearly as much as in the series you're playing in, and they don't have to worry about that anymore. So it'll be nice. Boston's a quick flight for them. They're in and out. They'll be back home in their own beds before 1 in the morning. So it'll help them in a lot of ways.
Do you like the fact that they've decided not to reseed future rounds, that the bracket is just locked in?
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's different. Sometimes I'm sure there's a lot of higher seeds that don't like that. I'm sure they want to play the lowest seeds possible at all times. But I think for now it's something different. All the different divisions, you see new faces, you see matchups you haven't seen in a long time. So it'll be fun.